I'm from the city, let's get down to the nitty and the gritty. Affection that I give you based on how much you gon' give me. My EG only stroking notes, so tell me that I'm pretty. Don't need to even feed me, just want you to spend your penny. I'm addicted to the label, Alexander be my staple. I'm married to the money, babe, I will be staying faithful. Ain't even gotta fuck with what you bringing to the table. Man, my conscience is disabled, love it even if it's fatal. Shit is cutthroat, cutthroat, cutthroat. Ayy, cutthroat, cutthroat, cutthroat.
The Eric J. The Great Podcast Show. Got very special guests on the show today. Music artist Gold Blooded.
Hello everybody, I'm Gold Blooded and I'm so excited to be with Eric J today. We're gonna eat some good food, we're gonna answer some good questions. You know how we do.
We at this Cuban spot right now. Popular Cuban spot in Louisville. I ain't never been here before, but just gonna venture out and try some new food today. But first off, we'll start off from the beginning. Probably tell the people where you're from.
I am from Dayton, Ohio. I'ma always be a Midwest girl to the death of me. I currently live in Kentucky.
Kind of describe how it is growing up there. You know, certain circumstances and obstacles you gotta overcome growing up there.
Being from Ohio, it honestly depends on what part you're from. You know, you got the 4 major cities. So I'm from Dayton, that's one of the 4 major cities. Dayton is a really rough place, and I'm so proud of myself for branching outside of that and meeting the friends that I have met in Kentucky and really all over the world. But you can't run from where you come from, so it's always going to be in me, but it kind of teaches you to just have a tenacity towards life. You got to be bold, you got to not settle for less. When you come from less, it makes you not want to settle for less, so that's kind of how Dayton is for sure. Shout out Cat Williams.
Get the features on her, the bread.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, y'all.
I made him try it.
It's getting in my belly.
I made him try it.
Let's see reaction.
Try it.
Let's see reaction.
Empanada cubana. Empanada cubana. Ready? That's good. You can't say that's not good.
Good. That's right. Now what is it?
Empanada cubana. Cuban empanada.
So you have a 2-parent household growing up, any siblings?
I have a lot of siblings, but my household was kind of strange growing up. I had a 2-parent household because my mom married my stepdad, but then I also had my dad, which was a single-parent household. So it was kind of weird growing up because I was always getting bounced back and forth. I don't know if that helps or hurt it. I don't know what it did, but I definitely am blessed to have more than one parent figure in my life for sure. So I will say that.
So, what type of extracurricular activities were you involved in? Doing any sports, anything like that when you was younger?
Growing up, I did sports year-round. So I did tennis in the fall, swimming in the winter, and track in the spring. So I always was big on just kind of keeping myself busy, and even to this day, big on keeping myself busy. I did play guitar and piano when I was young, but I kind of wish I would have kept up with it because I got a little bit older and I started worrying about boys, and I started realizing I was cute and everything. So, you know, I stopped playing instruments because I wanted to get my nails done. And my nails was too long to play guitar, so I said, fuck that guitar. But looking back, I really do wish I would have. I might still pick it up, but I do wish I would have kept up with it. But I've always been like big on having my hands in everything possible. Like I believe I can do anything if I try hard enough, if I practice, study long enough, whatever the case may be. So I'm big. I was always big on that, and I'm still big on that today. Like even with my music, I want to know how to mix and master my own stuff. I want to know how to be the artist and the writer and the hairstylist, the makeup artist. Like the more hats that you can wear, the less people you gotta pay to do stuff for you. So don't leave that out.
when you was growing up, did you have anybody around you, like close friends and family that was involved in the music business, or did you first want to go down the road?
My sister is actually a really phenomenal singer, but she doesn't like to sing. I think my dad kind of pushed her too far when she was young, had her in all kind of pageants and this and that. So by the time she got about 16, 17, she just didn't want to do it anymore. But I did used to watch her. She used to sing for the Dayton Dragons. She used to sing the national anthem, which is like the college Dayton baseball team. So I got to see like a lot of that from very young. You know, she's older than me. She's 32. So just a very young age, watching her perform and stuff like that, let me know that, you know, little black girls can be whatever they want to be when they grow up. But she's a lawyer now. So I would say I'm the first one to actually make a career out of it and take it seriously for sure.
Music inspirations growing up, like who do you look up to?
So I'm a millennial, so I definitely was there for like the rise of Nicki Minaj. Besides, however people want to say about her personal whatever, as far as just the rap goes, like it's there. The bars, the talent is there. But I mean, I also listen to a lot of Eve, a lot of Missy Elliott, a lot of Lil' Kim. You know, so pretty much anybody that was kind of, for a long time, I feel like there was a set of kind of female rappers in the 90s, and then there was kind of this gap, right? There was kind of this space until Nicki kind of took over and took her spot. So even today, I like some of the female rappers that are, you know, out today, the ones that actually have something to say. I love Meg Thee Stallion. Don't get me wrong, talking about your body and sexuality is all cool. I'm all for that, and I have done that myself. But I also like when people actually, especially females, you know, because we have to represent ourselves a little bit differently out here. So when they actually have something to say, I love that. Anybody that actually has bars can actually rap about something other than their body or selling a, you know, kitty cat, then I love that. I love that for them.
Sharp. Would I ever get it again? No. What would you say led you to doing music?
Music is very much like therapy for me, so it's how I get out, how I make sense of everything as opposed to writing in a diary. If I'm happy, if I'm sad, if I'm anything, I'll put it in a song, you know. So I wrote poetry for a long time when I was younger, and then I think when I got in my teenage years, I start kind of trying to play around with the music and everything. But it's just something that I would always do whether I made money off of it or not, because it's me. Like, I can't separate myself from it. Like, I am music and music is me, like, you know. So I don't even think there was a specific thing that kind of put me on this track. I think it was kind of a plethora of things that kind of brought it all to a head. But it's me, so it's like, again, can't run from it. It's who I am.
Take me back to that time when you went to a recording studio for the first time. I was at the
First time I ever went to a recording studio, I don't think, I can't remember if I was nervous. It's been so long. I'm sure I was a little bit nervous, right? Because I want to do good and I want to sound good, but I also just kind of felt like at home. So the first song I ever recorded was a song called Reckless. And I remember I worked on the song for like a week. And I went in there, I did it, and it was cool. I would say the thing I learned the most was about what energies and stuff I want around me while I'm recording. Because I remember it was this dude with like a bottle of pills, and he was like, "You ain't never been high like this," and like he took like 10 pills, bruh. I cannot make this up. He took like 10 pills, and so at that moment I was like, "Oh yeah, this lifestyle ain't for you," because he was an artist too. So definitely a lot of people around me showed me what not to do and how not to be. I would say I learned more of what not to do than what to do, I think, from the people around me in that moment. But it's always a good experience when I go to the studio. I get to be free. It's like liberation, you know. So I love that.
Currently independent right now. If you signed to a major, if it made sense.
If it made sense, I would absolutely sign, but 9 times out of 10, it don't make no damn sense. It don't make no damn sense. It's really just a way for the labels to abuse you, and you pretty much, for all the work you put in, you get the short end of the stick. So, I mean, it would absolutely, positively have to make sense. But I'm not against it, you know. A lot of people sign their life away and they don't read between the lines. I'm reading between the lines over and over and over again before I sign anything. Because I've already gotten this far with just myself. So it's like, at this point, do I need y'all or do y'all need me? You know what I mean? So that'd probably be the only thing I would have to say about that.
Take me back to the time where you got music to the public for the first time. You know, it's different when you playing singles with your friends and got somebody you don't know tell you that they like your music. So take me back to that time. How was the city in person?
When I first put out my album in 2020, I got a way better response than I ever expected. Again, because I just do it because I love it. I never, whatever comes of it, I'm grateful for, but I never just had like super high expectations or anything like that. So when I saw that people were commenting my lyrics on my pictures and stuff like that, I'm like, wow, like music is so powerful, you know what I mean? And you can use it for good or you can use it for evil. I plan on using it for good, but it is a really surreal feeling when you realize that you're putting out your art and people are appreciating that art. You know what I mean? So it was a great feeling, I would say.
What's your short and long term goals? What do you want to accomplish?
My short-term goals is to just kind of get the business side behind my music working more efficiently, I would say. I've definitely gotten my LLC, you know, started filing my taxes. I've done a few things that have kind of helped it as far as that goes, but I definitely want to get better on that. But again, it's hard when you're wearing all the hats, you know what I mean? I gotta be the accountant and all that. So that would be my short-term goals. My long-term goals, I just want to take it as far as it'll possibly take me. Like, as far as I can go, as far as I can get, that's how far I'm gonna go. So it's really no limit when it comes to long-term goals. The sky is the limit. There's never a limit. Only limits are the limits that I put on myself. You know what I mean? So, and I don't do that. So therefore, it ain't no limit.
I've been starting to ask artists this question that I think is relevant right now. Do you believe artists are targeted and so on?
I definitely believe artists are targeted. I believe that the industry uses artists as puppets if they can, and you can kind of always tell the ones that are being puppeted and the ones that are being used for political agendas and the ones that kind of made it off their own grit. Normally the ones that make it off their own grit aren't able to get as much money because you do have to sell your soul or your ass or whatever they want, an arm, a leg, whatever the case may be. He might have to cut that, but you have to sell yourself. Yeah, don't cut it. It's real. It's real. It's real. I mean, you know, and so there are so many people out there. I was telling somebody this the other day. They have 30 million monthly listeners on Spotify, and we've never heard of them, and they've never been on the radio. Are they going to make 50, 100 million a year? No. But do they make their 3, 4, 5 million a year, and they still have fans, and they're able to keep their integrity and still go to heaven when they die? Yes. And that's how I'm trying to be. So if I'm never on the radio, as long as I'm able to pay my bills doing what I love, that's always a blessing. Always, always, always a blessing. So I do think they get used, targeted, puppeted, manipulated, all of those things. But you knew what it was when you signed up. So if you sign up for that, then you have to be ready for everything that comes with that. And I just know what I will and I won't sign up for. And I will not sign up to be targeted or manipulated or used or any of those things. That's not GB. That's not me. It ain't never gonna happen.
When people look up Gold Blooded as an artist, what type of artists are they getting?
The best part about me is that I have so many different lanes. So I do have heartfelt music where I'm really rapping about, you know, things I've been through, the traumas of my life, XYZ. But I also have fun stuff, you know. Everybody don't want to hear it be a Kendrick Lamar all the time. Sometimes you just want to have fun and turn up, and I provide that too. So I think the best part about me is that you get all those type of artists in one, really. I never put myself in a box. I never limit myself. I never say, well, I have to be this or I have to be that. No, I'm just going to be whatever I feel that day, that moment, that hour, whatever the case may be.
So, what you have going on right now, like what's coming next for 2024?
Okay. So I have so many things coming this year. Ever since January 1st, I have not stopped. And I love that for me. I have a song coming out called Friday. It'll be on YouTube. I'm really trying to get big on my YouTube this year because I put in some work probably about the last 6 months of last year and it really paid off for me. So I'm trying to like really push that. So I want to keep the YouTube fun and keep doing my remixes. I can't monetize off of something that was already somebody's song. You know what I mean? So I can't put it on iTunes. But I do have a song coming out on not on Friday. The song is called Friday. And whenever that's done, that'll be on YouTube. I also have a R&B kind of tape coming out next month in March. So that'll be an EP. And it'll actually have 2 parts. It's like 12 songs total. So I didn't want to put them all on one like thing. So I'm going to break it up into 2 different segments. But I just want to show, I've had a lot of people waiting on like to hear my more R&B and singing stuff as opposed to me just like hardcore rapping. So again, with me being able to do all of those different things, I just want to show everything that I can do. So I definitely have, even within just the next 90 days, a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of music coming out, visuals, the whole package, the whole 9 yards.
Your most successful project right now?
Ooh, my most successful project would probably have to be my song called Cutthroat. And it's one of them songs you gotta listen to it a couple times to kind of get everything I'm saying. But I literally had like the guy do the FX makeup, like he put a fake like slit throat on there. And people really love that song on Spotify. So I would say to date, there's that. And then there's also my remix I did to Mulatto's Put It On The Floor, and that's like at almost 400,000 views on YouTube. So that was like really successful as well. Yes. That's why I want to keep doing my remixes on YouTube. So
all your followers out there, what you like doing in your spare time when you're not doing music?
in my spare time, I like going to the gym. You know, you can't see the body because, you know, I got my little Lola Bunny on today. But, you know, I'm really big on health and wealth. And at the end of the day, the healthier I am, the more lung capacity I have, the better I could sing, the better I could perform, the longer sets I could do on stage. So I'm really, really big on my health and wealth anytime I'm not doing my music related stuff, for sure. So I love that. And what else do I do? I just like being cute, that's all.
The female hip hop Mount Rushmore.
What is that? Supposed to be like a face?
Top 4 female artists.
Oh, I can't choose. I don't have that. I don't have that. Me, I'm number 1. I'm my favorite. But I don't have that. I give credit and pay homage when it's due, always. No matter what level they are, how long they've been doing it. If you're dope, you're dope. So I will say that.
How do you want people to perceive you?
I don't want people to perceive me in any way. However they perceive me is however they perceive me. That's not really my job to worry about. What other people think of me is none of my business. I just have to continue to be great, continue to be myself, continue to be gold-blooded. And if I do that, I'll be okay.
So, anything else that you want to say to the people what you got going on for the rest of 2024, and let people know how they can keep up with you on social media and all that good stuff.
All my stuff is Gold Blooded Music. You can find me Gold Blooded on Spotify, Gold Blooded on iTunes, and all streaming platforms. My Facebook is Gold Blooded Music. Same with my Instagram. It's kind of all cohesive. If you find one page, you're gonna find the other pages. So I have everything linked up like that. I have a lot of great things coming for 2024. Just more of coming into my own, being fearless, being unafraid, and I'm very excited. Shout out to Eric J. I want to thank him for allowing me to talk with him today. Shout out to our cameraman who did spectacular, and that's really it. I hope you guys come see me. I hope you guys look me up.
I need everybody to go tap in with Gold Blooded on social media, all streaming platforms. Be on the lookout for what she has coming in the near future. Also, need everybody, next 5 months gonna be real hot on the Eric J. I'm finna unleash the vault. I got a lot of heat in the vault. Next week I got Ken Dog dropping. Week after that I got the biggest fight league in America, Street Beat Scrapyard, dropping to interview the owner. I got Pimpin' Ken dropping in 3 weeks. I got Bubba Dub, comedian Bubba Dub interview dropping in April. EST Ski Mike. Got Cash Dog dropping in June. Got T-Rail dropping in July. BHMPZ, he the hottest artist in Atlanta right now. Got him dropping in beginning of July. A lot more heat to come. Finna get Pastor Troy, Lil Scrappy, get Ha Davis. Just be on the lookout. I'm running back with Lil Flip and the rest of Sean too. So I appreciate all the support. Everybody be on the lookout for more dope guests and more dope content.
I got APs, I got rollies, I got options. Facts. I got real ones out in Compton. Stack that paper in the cut like it's options. Facts. I got content that never dropped. I'm really popping. Popping bottles to H2O. I got paper. Buying sections at day parties. I'm getting catered. Facts. I got crypto. I got stock. I got options. Facts. I feel like Kodak ain't no flocking. I got features in the clip. I got toppings. Facts. Ain't no pizza in this oven, but I'm copping.